This is a production of the Must-See TV Broadcast Network, like ShareJoin, and follow us for all the latest updates. Like what you see, then throw those stars and show your support. And don't be shy, subscribe to the caveman. He won't bite, and if you're watching us right now on YouTube, then you already know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button. Even one view can prevent one puppy from being shaven. A big fist pump goes to Donna, AI, and Music Mint for the incredible music that is in this episode. All rights belong to Christopher Michael Egarhos, a.k.a. the caveman. So if he's ready, and if you're ready, then let's kick this show off. Growl, growl.
Lights up on the screen, it's time to see 5 days a week, we're where you wanna be. Exclusive shows and reels, we got the vibe. Tune into the network, hop on Facebook Live. Riding with the stars in our unique groove. Laughter twists and turns within every move. Must-see TV's the place to catch it all. Epic moments, big and small, give us a call. Oh, you know it's must-see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, or feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. Jump right in, the fun's about to start. Bringing shows and stories straight to your heart. With every post and every share, we're free. Gotta get that fix of must-see TV. Round and round, don't let this moment fade. Together on this ride, the best we've ever made. Get the popcorn ready, it's your time to shine. Must-see TV will keep you feeling fine. Oh, you know it's must-see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. Oh, you know it's must-see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. In the glow of the flames, shadows dance and sway. The caveman leans close, inviting you to stay. With a voice like thunder, he begins his lore. Tales of ancient battles and treasures from yore. Underneath the stars, we journey through time. Gather around the fire, let your mind take flight. With the caveman stories, we embrace the night. From the flames to the stars, we wander and roam. In the warmth of his tales, we discover our home.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the premiere of Storytime Pokémon Ash's Tale 14 plus. Sparkles is here. Say hello, Sparkles.
Hey, everybody.
So, just just note this is a spec fan / spec script. This is a fan / spec script that was independently written by myself. And this series will be an audio narration of this script. We will be using no clips, images, scenes, audio, video from the Pokemon anime, the Pokemon movies, or the Pokemon games. So that description should be already down below and will remain for all these episodes. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I had a lot of fun writing it. This is the updated version to this script. A lot of things have changed, but the main core is the main heart of the film is changed. Now I know. We said we'd be in the disclaimer. I will not be using any clips, images, scenes, audio, video from the Pokemon anime or the Pokemon movies or the Pokemon games. This is true, Sparkles. This is true. But since we have updated technology that we can work with, right? We do have a cinematic opening theme to this movie now, which is way cool. I think it's cool. You heard it early on today, right? And I think these cats will love it too. So without further ado, let's kick this show off. Let's kick this film off properly, Sparkles, with a cinematic opening. Let's do it, guys. Enjoy.
Time began, looking back at who I am, every step that led me through, every battle that I knew. Something's changing in the air as the morning light lays bare all the roads that brought me home. The fire in my heart still burns the same, but everything else has changed. Am I still that dreamer, the one who dared to fly? Am I still that dreamer? Watch as the flames rise high. Every scar tells victory's tale, every triumph, every fail. In this place of destiny, ancient power sets me free. Now I stand where legends breathe, everything I could achieve, waiting in the break of day. The fire in my heart still burns the same, but nothing else remains. Am I still that dreamer? The path that led me here was always meant to be. Yes, I'm still that dreamer, but now I've learned to soar. Forever that dreamer. This is what I came for.
All right, so yeah, that's the opening of the film. We go straight away from that to a black screen that reads 7 years after Johto. So this is, to be clear, this is 7 years after the split. So this is 7 years later. And we see the screen pops open to maybe early, late afternoon. Sky is clear. We see the sun. Maybe we see some, Johto Pokemon to reference that this is Johto that our character is walking through. Maybe we have a pan that pans down and we see a dirt road and we see some Johto Pokemon just running about as well. We see a Squirtle and a Bulbasaur playing in the background. Maybe it's a nice little Easter egg to his original team. And we see in the distance, we see the warm glow of a Pokemon Center. And we see a bare road. This is very dry. It seems like this area is going through a dry spell at the moment. And we see a Pikachu ahead of a trainer. We zoom in and we see this Pikachu is a little bit worn. He has some not like battle scars on him, but he has some his fur sparkles. It's a little scruffy, right, from years of travel and wear. And behind him, walking behind him, we see a man with black, not a man, but a young man of 17. Black jeans, right? We have worn sneakers, and we have maybe an inversion of a trainer that had colors a long time ago, like an invert. So we have black. He's wearing a black shirt and a vest that has red lining and a blue with a red lining. And on his person, in front of the vest, we see 7 silver badges. And we see Hoenn, we see Unova, we see all these different regions that this one trainer has traveled. He has black hair. He has no hat, no bandana. Maybe his hair is a little bit longer, a little bit wear. Yeah, that's fair. Through these many years, and this is Ash Ketchum. This is a very different Ash Ketchum, and I hope the song conveys that this is a very different Ash Ketchum that we see. 17 years old. He has a little bit of a world weariness to his walk, right? A young man that has been there and done it, and he, honestly, the way he's walking should emphasize that world weariness to him, and he's a little bit tired, right? This walk should be a little bit relaxed and a little bit, how you walk, Sparkles, when you're just exhausted, right? That's how this Ash should be walking. Not straight up, headstrong like he was all those many years ago. And he's walking, like I said, this trainer, this version of Ash is walking to a Pokemon Center. It's getting, like in the script it says early afternoon to late afternoon. Right in the middle of the day, I think it's appropriate, right? No, not in the middle of the day, but in the middle of the afternoon. Sparkle, say around, 3:30. I think that's fair. I think that's a great time. He walks in, the door whooshes, he steps in, and, it's not a full Pokemon Center, but you can see trainers waiting for their Pokemon. You can see young trainers sitting down and eating, and once he walks in, everybody looks. Everybody looks at him. Because this Ash Ketchum is known. He's widely known as one of the best trainers in the Pokemon world. Okay, this is what I want to convey here, right? Everybody knows him. There's no hey, it's Ash Ketchum. It's everyone's whispering, right? They look at the Pikachu. The Pikachu enters first, right? And everybody knows who it is. It's Ash Ketchum. Everybody knows that Pikachu, right? The Pikachu should be not a legendary Pokemon at this point, right? Because Pikachu aren't, but in that caliber, right? This Pikachu has taken down a lot of upper crust Pokemon, right? Dragonite, legendary Pokemon. This Pokemon does things that no other Pikachu does, right? He has movesets that Pikachu just don't do, but this Pikachu does, right? And this should be conveyed in the whispering and the talking, and Pikachu goes up, and Ash goes up to the main desk, right? And there's Nurse Joy there. Listen, yes, there is going to be Nurse Joy in this film. There's going to be Nurse Joy. I think Sparkles would hit me if I didn't include Nurse Joy. But Nurse Joy is there. And, she should acknowledge Ash, right? She should say, something like, you must be Ash Ketchum. Or she should acknowledge him by, Ash, it's nice to see you again. Or some kind of line like that. And he should just acknowledge her by just nodding, he's not the same person as he was, right? He's not the same person. So he goes, this is something, he goes up, he bends down to pick up Pikachu, and Pikachu just like, whatever, dude, I've been here. He jumps on the table. He jumps on the table. And, we should have some snarky here. Like, some snarky comment like, Ash, like, fair enough. So, he reaches into his vest, and he pulls out, a pouch. And this pouch should have a number of Pokeballs. And this is symbolizing that he doesn't need Dexter, right? Most Pokemon trainers have 6 Pokeballs. But not him. Not him. Because, right? Through all these many different years, we've not seen this Ash. He's basically done it all. He has done it all, right? He's been there and done that. He doesn't need Dexter. You can't surprise him with a Pokemon he hasn't seen before, right? So he passes this over to Nurse Joy, and Pikachu goes with Nurse Joy, and he sits. He goes and sits down, and he waits. He goes to sit down and wait, right? And as he's waiting, we should have. I want to have some interaction here, right? A kid, maybe 10 years old, right? And maybe we should have some Easter eggs, like a hat he used to wear, or just some sort of Easter egg here, right? No, it shouldn't be prominent, right? It should be for those of you that like Easter eggs, right? Like looking for stuff like that. It should be on this kid, right? He goes up. He's very nervous. And Ash sees him coming. He doesn't say anything. We only heard a couple lines from this Ash. Very reserved. Right? Fair enough. That is it, right? I mean, by this time in a anime series, he would be saying, "Hi, Nurse Joy." He say more lines than like one word or two words. But this Ash is very reserved. Very, very, very different. He's a different person to when we last saw him. Anyway, this kid walks up to him and says, he doesn't say anything. He walks up, and we have a moment of just like a stare down. Ash isn't saying anything, but he's, he leans back. He lets the young man, take the floor. And the kid, not the young man, but the kid, right? Because he knows, right? He knows how nervous he was when he approached an experienced trainer, right? And he knows he's not dumb. He's not dumb, Sparkles. He knows. He knows everybody considers him someone at this point in the story. So Ash leans back. He waits for the kid to speak. And the kid begins, his tears start to drop. He goes, "I lost bad. My first ever battle. I was nervous. I was scared. I'm scared now. Does it ever get easier?" And we have a long pause. He closes his eyes. And here we have a flashback to the Indigo Plateau. That moment when he failed. That moment when he got crushed. And we have the announcer goes, "And your winner, Ash Ketchum, has been eliminated." And it just echoes. Eliminated, aided. And, the kid starts to, more tears. He goes, "Honestly, no. But as you soldier on, as you learn, as you meet friends, and he smiles. He doesn't, and the kid meets his eyes, and he goes, And the kid finishes his sentence, goes, as you grow, you learn lessons. And that's part of it, isn't it? And he smiles, and he goes, and he doesn't say anything. He nods. It never gets easier. It shouldn't. If it does, then you should go home. But I will say, you will meet people. You will have friends. You will have life lessons on this journey. And that's what it's all about. Do you want to continue? Do you want to soldier on? And in a way, he's talking to himself. In a way, he's talking to himself. It's almost like he has had this conversation before. But he projects this. He doesn't really believe it. He projects this more than anything out into the world. He doesn't believe this at all. He believes that he is a failure. It's almost like this flashback that he has happens every so often. Not every so often, but every time he closes his eyes, it's there. Every time he goes to sleep, it's there. Every time he walks alone, it's there. He has no one. He has no one to talk to about this. And the kid smiles, and he goes, "Thank you." And, we see a flash of the old Ash. We see a flash of that wide-eyed kid so many years ago. He goes, "What Pokemon do you have?" And he goes, oh, and he brings out a couple Pokemon. And we see, and he starts teaching this kid. He starts teaching these kids all these different moves, and they talk about Pokemon and how they get up to mischievousnesses, for a point in time, Ash is distracted. And we see that old kid again. Right? That kid that believed he could do anything. But that kid is gone. But this is, it brings that flash back. It brings that flash back in his eyes. We see a sparkle. We should see a sparkle. And as they talk, Nurse Joy goes, Ash? Someone is calling for you? Ash gets up. And he walks over. He goes, he takes the phone. Nurse Joy has a phone. Sparkles, that computer phone thing, right? In the anime, that that FaceTime like phone thingy. So he takes it. He goes over to. He takes the line and goes, "Hello," and on the other side we see Professor Oak. "Ash, my boy, how are you doing?" He goes, I'm well, Professor Oak. Oh, that's perfect. I've been meaning to check in with you for quite some time now. How's it going out there? It's going good. I'm in Johto right now. Oh, a lot of great Pokemon in Johto. I'm sure you've had a lot of experiences coming back to the region. And Ash cuts him off. Ash goes, "What's the point, Professor? You know why I'm coming. I'm back in Johto. 'Cause what's the point? I'm going back home. I don't think I could do it anymore. I don't think I could do this anymore." And he just, it's a moment. We have a moment, right? It's a moment in time, and this is where, it needs to be established that who he is now is not who people see. People see a champion, people see one of the best in the best, but he does not see that. He doesn't see it at all. He doesn't. And, Professor Oak says, "I don't understand, my boy. I don't. I don't. You've had this attitude for some time now. I don't understand. You should. Oak should be like, what? And he says, he waits. He says, no, he waits, and Ash just breathe, and he closes his eyes, and we see that again. We see that. Listen, you're, again, as we talked about episode 0, Sparkles, he was not supposed to get that far on the Indigo Plateau. Think about if you're an Olympian, right? 10 years old and you make it, right? And you get crushed. You weren't supposed to make it that far. You weren't supposed to make it to the gold medal round, the Olympics, right? You don't see, you made this unbelievable run, and you're considered the best of the best, but you don't consider yourself that. That would traumatize you, absolutely, right? If you didn't have counsel there, if you didn't have a therapist, and this is, he had nobody to talk to for 7 years. Can you imagine? That would crush you, right? He just breathed, and he closes his eyes, and we don't see that because we don't need to see that again. We hear it. It haunts him. It really does haunt him. And he nods, and he goes, "Well, if you really think that way, my boy, then then I shouldn't tell you this." And he opens his eyes, and he looks. He says, "The Indigo Plateau is normally something that you cannot go back to. 7 years ago," and Ash thinks he's, putting the nail in the coffin. And Ash thinks that Oak is putting the nail in the coffin here. But Oak begins to say, continues to tell him, the Indigo Plateau is having a anniversary celebration of that special occasion where all these different young trainers made it. It was the most Apparently, it was the most viewed Indigo Plateau. It brought a lot of money. It brought a lot of money to the Indigo Plateau. So for this celebration, for that, and just the amazing views and reviews and all that kind of stuff, all those sorts of things, Oak begins to say they're having an anniversary tournament. The tournament is going to be held in 3 months, where the winner of the Indigo Plateau will receive a spot in the Final Four. It doesn't matter, but the key is we'll win the Indigo Plateau, right? That's the thing we want to establish. It's a spot in the Final Four. That's not probably what Ash should think, but it's the spot in the Final Four, in the Elite Four, Final Four. Oh my God, Sparkles, you should have added me right there. Elite Four, and the trophy, and more importantly, the title of a Indigo Plateau winner. Right? Because in this script, there is no Pokemon Championship League. Right? We are bringing it back to the Indigo Plateau, the Olympics of the Pokemon world. Right? And all these different regions have regional championships. That's why you see the silver badges, right? To indicate that. And he begins to give Ash the details, right? He says, also, you should know that a wildcard spot is being held. And Ash says, I don't recall a wildcard spot. Well, if you recall, my son got knocked out. My grandson got knocked out. Gary? And he goes, what did you do? Did you grease the wheels, Professor? And he laughs. He goes, no, it's a wild card spot only if he wins. If he doesn't win, he's permanently eliminated. By the time you reach the trainer village outside of the Indigo Plateau, you should know if he won or lost. Won or he was eliminated. There's only one wild card spot. There's a little one-on-one. It's going to be one-on-one, so you should know. And by this time, Gary is not a trainer anymore. He was where we left him. He was Pokemon researcher. A Pokemon researcher. And at this point, they're great friends. They're great friends. The time of being bitter rivals, that's over. That's in the past. That is in the past. And Oak leans forward and he goes, so, my boy, you still want to call it quits? He goes, in his head, he goes, redemption. He gets to right the wrongs of all those long years ago. And he says, I'm in. Yes. Hell yes. Also, I can't wait to see Gary. He goes, my boy, I'm sure he feels the same. And he says, before I go, we're always, everyone, Ash, everyone. is so very proud of you. I understand why you want to do this and why you're going to do this. But you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. Good luck. And he fades to black. And he hangs up, and we have, Pikachu coming out, eating an apple, and beside him is the Pokeballs, and we hear, nom, 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 nom. Here he goes, and Ash says, "Eating again, are we?" And Pikachu begins to talk. And for most people, we do not see what the Pokemon say. But this time, we don't hear Pika Pika. We hear a language that everyone can understand. It's being translated. He says, we haven't eaten properly for 5 days. This is the first real food I've had in 5 days. Berries do not count. All right? A little bit of sass. Sparkles, a little bit of sass, right? It's symbolizing, listen, they have known each other for so long, and it's only right that this is being, like, this is, I hope people like this. I hope people like this. This is a different take on how Pokemon communicate. But only Pikachu talks like this, and only this is a language that we can understand, we can pick up on, right? And he goes, "Why are you so excited? I haven't seen that look in you in like 6 years, 7 years. What do you have a tummy ache? Are you eating ramen behind my back?" And he looks up, "Where's the ramen? Where's the real food? Do you have some proper Pokemon food for me?" And he goes, No, and he goes, he mentions what's a bear Pokemon name? I don't, there's a bear Pokemon. What? Yeah, that's a big, no, he goes, "No, Snorlax." Goes, "No, Snorlax," and he gives him the details, and he goes, "Really?" Goes, "Yes." And I was thinking, we get a head start, and we arrive early to train. And he goes, "Okay, let me finish." Let's just have fun. He's just eating, and this Ash is just like busting out of his skin, and Pikachu's like, "Well, this is good. This is really good. Maybe I should have another apple." Here you go. "I'm ready. I'm ready, kid. Let's go." And he hops down, and Ash grabs the pouch, grabs his Pokeballs, he puts them back in his pouch, or vice versa. And before they go out, a news article comes. And we hear it on one of the TVs, and it reads, "Flash thunder warning, a flash thunderstorm warning for these regions due to the recent dry spell." And we can hear it in the background. We can hear it. And Nurse Joy goes, "Wait, I don't think it's good at this time." Because to go out. See, the storm seems bad. And Ash looks back. He goes, "We can use the training." And he's pumped for the first for the first time in a long time, he's really pumped. He's ready to go. He's ready to bust out of his skin. We haven't, there's a glimpse before, but now we could see someone who has been waiting to bust out come back to the surface. And Pikachu says, "Boss, I don't." And he goes, and Ash looks at him, and Pikachu gets, he feeds off this energy, and he goes, "You're right. Let's go. Let's do it." And Nurse Joy says, "Wait, don't go." The doors whoosh open, and they run in. They run out as the thunder rolls on, and we fade to black. So, Sparkles, how did you like that?
It sounds good.
Yeah. How did you like the cinematic opening?
Yeah, I like the new.
Yeah. All right, and I was going to do that. Fade to black. You know it.
Oh, yeah.
You know it. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys thought down below in the comment section. We will be back for episode 2 next week. Let me know what you thought. Your thoughts down below. Do you like? Do you not like? All that good stuff. And before we close, before we end things here, let's do Caveman Growls.
We've got one.
All right.
George Fletcher.
See, so we had 2 yesterday, but we had over so many people watching. I don't understand. I don't get it. So George Fletcher, from us to you, you got a great big bad caveman. So that will do it for the premiere of Storytime Pokémon Ash's Tale 14 Plus. Many more episodes to come. The story's just kicking off. And until we see each other again, my friends, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all. 50,000 plus. And may the force be with you. Sparkles, take me home.
From the whispers of the forest to the echoes of the sea,